Hey everyone, this is Jill.
And this is Sarah, and you're listening to Milk and Whiskey Podcast.
No, we ain't about to bull, but we need 6 rings. And no, we ain't cousins, but we try to be kings. So you better crown us, better get from around us. If you ain't A1, we been real since day one.
Hello! What up? Welcome back to Milk and Whiskey Podcast.
Welcome, y'all.
Today is kind of a special episode for us, but before we get into it, you guys know the drill. Make sure that you're following the podcast on Instagram at Milk and Whiskey Pod, on Twitter, Milk Whiskey Pod. Check out our website at www.milkandwhiskeypod.com. By the time this is up, Jill's blog post will have gone up, so you definitely should go check that out if you haven't been over there lately.
Yeah, be sure to check it out. I actually am really into this blog that I wrote up, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
You guys, I proofread it. It was great. You definitely should go check it out, especially if you're a mom. I think that it's definitely a good one for you mommies out there.
It kind of is going hand in hand with this week, which this week we're actually celebrating Thanksgiving. So I feel like it kind of coincides, like my blog post, I feel like, with when it comes to holidays and the values and just family and everything.
Definitely. Though, like I had mentioned, this episode's a special one because this is our 10th episode. Can you guys believe we made it? We actually made it to 10 episodes. Woo-hoo! What? I know. I'm so excited.
You know, I'm actually really fucking proud of us that we came this far.
Same. I know. Because like we had mentioned in the last podcast, Jill hadn't even been sure at first when we started on this whether or not she'd be able to do it. So 10 episodes later, guys, we are still here. Super excited. I'm actually kind of like really, really excited about this episode's theme, but it is kind of like a callback to our second episode, which for those of you who've been listening since day one, shout out to you guys. You guys probably remember that episode. It was How I Know I'm Old, but this one is going to be kind of like that, except for it's how I'm feeling as an adult, because, you know, adulting's fucking hard, dude.
Adulting fucking sucks. And then throw a kid into the mix. Oh, dear Lord, help me. Because, like, I feel like as Clyde gets older, he, like, will expect that I'm supposed to know everything when that's not the case. So that's going to make adulting even harder for me.
Oh my God. I can't wait for him to like be asking you things and you're like trying to run to like read ahead in his algebra book or some shit like that.
Yeah. And you know what phase I'm like dreading is the why phase. Remember when we were young and we would ask why about everything? Oh God, I'm dreading that phase.
I was the worst. I wanted to know about everything. I was so talkative too, which I guess makes sense as to why we wanted to start a podcast. But like we said, this is our 10th episode. And just to kind of call out how far we've come, obviously we started out with 0 downloads. But as of today, we are over 400 downloads. I think we're about at 430.
Oh my God.
Super exciting.
I didn't know that. So this is great for me to even hear this. Like, oh my God.
Do you not even watch your own Instagram stories? I posted it on there.
No, I haven't seen any Instagram stories. I'm not going to lie.
Oh my God. You are such a bad example for all the listeners.
I'm so bad. I know it's been really crazy. It's been really hard for me to even squeeze in a story myself.
Well, you guys don't do what Jill's doing. Do the opposite of that. Make sure that you're watching our stories. But beyond that, I know you don't know this. So we've picked up listeners also in 22 states, including obviously California, which we're both from. So, you know, shout out to all of our Cali girls out there. Yeah. But also in Arizona. And I actually know exactly who that is. Shout out to Bree. She is my niece-in-law. She's repping out there for Arizona. But we also have like loyal, avid listeners in New York, Ohio, and then we have new listenership over in Virginia and Pennsylvania. If you're our listeners over there, shout out to you. Thanks for joining. So yeah, 22 states.
And then also out of the country too. I think we have New Zealand.
Yes, we do have New Zealand. That was going to be my next thing. We have been downloaded in over 10 countries also, including the UK.
Damn, I gotta for real look at our stories because I didn't know any of this. This is great. This is a great story.
I figured that you didn't know any of this, so that's why I'm sharing it right now. We're getting real reactions, guys. But yeah, we have listeners out in the UK. I know you said New Zealand. Also Germany.
Yeah, and I know who that is. That's my good friend Carrie.
Shout
so
out, Carrie.
Thanks, Carrie.
But also in Germany, in Canada, our neighbors to the north, hello, Spain and Sweden and more. So that's super, super awesome. Thank you guys for listening.
In other words, we are about to take over the world,
Yeah.
y'all. Sarah and Jill's coming for you guys.
Hell yeah. And we're also trying to take over the IG world. Right now we're at 200 followers, which it's Instagram's a slow growth. Okay. It's a little bit saturated out there, but we're proud of that number. I mean, honestly, we started our Instagram at the end of September, so we're really only looking about a month and a half now. And then in the last 2 weeks, we've gone from 130 to over 200. So
yeah, and that's pretty good. And it's good for us that we're doing this on our own without any outside help. So I mean, yeah, it's over 200, but it's the little wins that we celebrate because trust me, all the work is going to pay off.
Definitely. And she said, we are doing this on our own. So you guys, if you love us, review us, shout us out. We respond back. We love the people who message us and interact with us. I'm sure you've seen some of those shout outs. We love you guys. And we just also want to know, what's going on with you?
Yeah. And spread the word. Tell your friends so their friends could tell their friends and so on and so forth.
Don't forget the pyramid scheme from episode 2. We're just doing a lot of episode 2 shout outs right now. I'm still drinking. I'm drinking that California Roots wine from Target. Still waiting on that sponsorship, you guys, but still repping you.
I gotta pick a bottle. And you said it's only $5, right?
Yeah. Have you still not tried it?
I haven't tried it, but what's awesome is that I went to Target to buy formula, and if you spend so much money, you get a $5 gift card back. So maybe I'll use that $5 gift card to pick up a bottle of California Roots.
Perfect. You definitely should. It's super good. And I am still drinking it out of a wine glass that's half the size of my head. But yeah, so super grateful for being able to get 10 episodes under our belt. Here's to 100 more.
Yeah. And we're going to keep going for as long as podcasts will allow us to. And as long as it's still currently running.
I definitely say we're going to keep this podcast going as long as it's fun. And I will tell you, it's just been a fucking blast the whole time. So I don't see it not being fun anytime soon. For today's episode, like I said, we kind of are throwing it back to an old kind of format of our show where we just went through and did a list of things, relatable things that we're experiencing. Like I mentioned, this week's theme is ways I'm failing as an adult because God damn it, adulting is way too hard.
It's so hard. Honestly, I miss being in college. I don't miss the actual school part, but I miss just going out drinking, having fun, meeting all these friends and just not having any responsibility, just living those college experiences. And now it's fuck, I have to go to work.
I feel you. Well, so, in college, I was on my own, except for just a couple of bills were still through my parents. And then to kick off my first way that I'm failing as an adult, this is one I don't know if it really is that I'm failing as an adult for this one, but Trevor likes to make it out like I am. But I am still on my parents' cell phone plan. I do pay my own share, but I am on their cell phone plan, even though I'm married, which Trevor is so against. But in my defense, to be fair, I have an amazing rate for unlimited data. It's $70 a month for unlimited data for the entire family. So I pay the unlimited rate and supply the family with unlimited data. So why would I pass that up? Honestly.
You know what? I'm actually still on my parents' cell phone plan too, because of we're grandfathered in because we've had it for so long.
Exactly.
So the whole unlimited data, why am I going to get out of it and pay even more money for unlimited data? So yeah, economically, it doesn't make sense to hop out of your plan.
Thank you. That's what I said. I'm really, what's the only reason that you're gonna make me remove myself from this plan? Pride? No. I use a lot of data. For some reason, I never want to use Wi-Fi. I hate logging into things, so I just always am constantly using data.
Me too. Me too. I'm the same way. So speaking of family, one way that I am failing as an adult is whenever we go out to seafood restaurants, I still ask my dad to crack my crab for me because I don't know how to crack crab legs. I get all like clumsy and then I get frustrated and then I give up and I'm like, fuck it. And then I'm like, Dad, can you please crack my crab legs for me?
Oh my God. I was feeling really stupid writing out my whole list, but that one totally justified everything I have.
I have no idea how to do it. People keep trying to show me and I'm just like, nope. How do you put the fucking claw, the little fork thingy in the claw to get out that little piece of meat? I'm like, nope, I suck at it.
You just take the cracker and you squeeze around it till it cracks, then you like peel it off and break it off. It's not rocket science.
Cole cracks it with his teeth. I'm just like, oh my God, I couldn't do that.
Don't do that. That's just like some special San Francisco food guy superpower. Like he's powering through that fucking food.
But yeah.
I cannot believe that you don't crack your own fucking crab legs. Like that is, like I said, I was like feeling super down on myself as I made my list, but you know what? I'm doing okay.
You're doing great.
Well, at the finale, we can just throw the rest out.
Okay, your turn. Go.
All right. This one is kind of bad. So we own an iron, but we don't own an ironing board.
Do you even iron?
Okay, rarely. Very rarely. But when we do iron, it's just like on the kitchen table or on the coffee table.
Like on the carpet, like on the floor.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, how much is an ironing board really? Like $20 maybe? And like we just haven't bothered to get a damn ironing board.
Oh my God.
And I would say it's because like I just steam all of my clothes instead, but no, I don't even do that.
I don't even iron. So we probably don't even have an iron in this household.
I'm sure you do. Your mom probably left an iron somewhere.
Now that I think about it, when I reorganized the front closet in the house, I think we do have an iron and an ironing board, but do I ever whip it out? No.
At least you have an ironing board. Like we just straight up are ironing on the coffee table.
Oh my God, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
All right, what's yours?
So every time I go to like Target or whatever, like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, I'm always so excited to go in the home department and I look at all these cool pots and pans and kitchen utensils and I end up buying that shit, but I don't know how to cook. I don't know why I get so excited. I'm like, oh my God, this griddle looks so sick. I need this for the household. So then I buy it and it's just stored away somewhere in the cabinets in the cupboard and I have no idea how to fucking cook. And so Cole is obviously the cook in this household.
Why are you buying that shit, dude?
I don't know. It just looks so cool to have all these gadgets.
Dude, you sound like my mom. Like she always wants the latest iPhone, but she can't even work her like iPhone 4.
Yeah. But then I feel like, okay, like I got to get this and it'll motivate me to like learn how to cook and everything. But then
how has that worked out for you?
Yeah. And clearly it hasn't. When the time comes, I'm just like, no, fuck it. Uber Eats. That's as good as my cooking gets.
I was going to say, you're the one who got me into no-cook meal prep. So, like, what are you doing buying cooking utensils?
You know, I was thinking, like, now that I'm a mom, I should fucking learn how to cook, which I probably should. I probably should learn how to cook.
You probably should learn how to cook, but why don't you learn how to cook, then buy all of the fancy kitchen stuff?
Exactly.
I don't even know if that's an adulting thing. That just may be more of like I love you, but like a common sense thing, you know?
Yeah, girl.
Like, I'm not about to go out and buy a motorcycle without learning how to ride first.
I don't know. I mean, I definitely feel like there are some people that buy like motorcycles but don't know how to fucking ride it.
But I mean, like something that you legit have to like use, like a regular skill.
I know. So that will be my New Year's resolution, is like taking a cooking class, or I don't know, even YouTubing a fucking cooking class or
you
something.
guys heard it here first. When it comes around to our New Year's Eve episode and we go over our resolutions for New Year's Eve, this is one of the ones that are on it. We're going to lock her in right now for this one.
Yeah, I gotta like get a signature dish.
Yes. So my next one, I make it a point to purchase underwear either every other Target or every 2 Target trips so that I can go longer in between laundry loads because I just don't want to do my laundry. I I can rewear jeans with a little bit of Febreze. I can rewear a dress, but like underwear is one thing that I can't rewear, so I just keep buying those in bulk. So I can go like 2-3 weeks without having to do laundry.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. I probably would do the same thing. That actually makes sense.
Right? Yeah, and then on the weekends, every once in a while, I'll do a load of laundry. I'll throw the new underwear in with them, and then that means my next load of laundry is just going to take longer because I have brand new clean underwear.
So that's not really failing as an adult. If anything, it's like an adult hack. Oh my God. Speaking of underwear. Okay. So mine is, I've definitely worn my underwear inside out sometimes.
I've done that too.
Oh my God. And Cole's like, how the fuck, like, do you change in the dark? Like, how the fuck do you wear your underwear inside out? And like, I'll go to the bathroom, like at work. I'm like, oh wait, what the fuck? Oh shit, this shit's inside out. Or sometimes it's even backwards. And Cole's like, how the fuck are you wearing that shit backwards? Aren't they tops? I'm like, you're right. I don't know.
I've done that so many fucking times, dude. Where like, I'll notice it halfway through the day. Like, I'll be going to the bathroom at work and I'm all like, well, this is where it's going to be because I'm not going to turn them back the other way.
Dude, that's when I start noticing it too, is like towards the end of the day. I'm like, really? So I've done it this whole time this way? Like,
no, I'll one up you on it. I've actually worn my underwear backwards, where like the butt part's in the front. And just been so curious all day as to why the hell my underwear is so uncomfortable. I'm like, why is there so much extra fabric in the front? What happened to these? Did my vagina get fat and I stretched them out? What happened right now?
What's going on? I've definitely done that.
Yeah.
But you did it with regular underwear? Yeah, I've definitely done it with thongs.
How do you wear a thong backwards?
I don't know. I didn't notice a difference because there's like barely any fucking material. So
one side is clearly thinner than the other.
It's literally just a string up your vagina.
What is wrong with you?
My vagina's like, I feel like I'm getting like, what is it called? The front wedgie?
Flossed?
You know what though, honestly, and like my best friend Lauren can attest to this, is that I generally used to never wear underwear at all. So I would just always go commando.
I believe it.
So now that like I am a mom and like when I became pregnant, that's when I like really started wearing underwear.
You have to be classy. So you're wearing G-strings backwards.
The only time I wore underwear would be like when I would wear jeans. But for the most part, I was always commando. It's just more comfortable.
I actually do remember that.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had this conversation before about you not wanting to wear underwear. And it was super weird to me. I was like, why would you not want to wear underwear? I don't understand.
It's more comfortable.
So speaking of me buying underwear just to fucking buy underwear, because you know that shit costs money, I have like no sense of budgeting. Like none. Like I can put together a budget that I think I'm going to stick to, but like once it gets time to actually do the budget, I'm all like, oh my God, look at this pretty purse over here. Mine.
Dude, I feel like most adults feel like that.
Dude, it's so hard. I don't know if I will ever get budgeting down, but like case in point, right before this podcast, I had just showed Jill a giant box from Ulta Beauty because they're having their Cyber Fun Day sale. It's over by the time this podcast goes, or maybe it's not. If it's not, I'll definitely let you guys know on Instagram. But I literally dropped like $120 at Ulta for no reason other than the fact that there was a sale going on and there was shit that I wanted. Why not? I did not have to do that. And honestly, it was not in my budget, but you know what? Fuck it. Treat yourself.
You know what? I don't blame you. And you know, it's a little bit harder to budget too, especially when like you're always purchasing using your card, because then like you are just like, okay, I'll just use my credit card, swipe. And you don't think of like how much you've spent
exactly
throughout the whole day, you know?
Yeah.
I definitely suck at budgeting. I've definitely bought like 3-4 pairs of shoes. So we went to the Nike outlets this weekend for my dad's birthday and I bought myself 4 pairs of shoes. So
nice.
I definitely spent a lot of fucking money. But that's why now I'm trying my best to like pull out cash and use a little cash.
They say that that's better to do.
Well, but then this is where the drawback is like I'm not accumulating points on my credit card.
It's all about them points because you gotta fly somewhere at some point.
Southwest, shout out if you guys want to give me some points for like referring y'all. Give me some points.
Oh my God, yes, Southwest, please sponsor it because then guess what? We can go visit each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can make vlogs, extra content for everyone. See, it's a win-win-win for everybody.
See? So, yeah. But I feel like most adults fail at budgeting. And even if they try.
Honestly, part of why I started my blog was to justify how much shopping I do. Like, really? I just buy so much, so I'm like, it's for reviews. It's for makeup looks to post. It's for outfit of the days. Don't worry about it.
You do it for the blog.
Yeah, I do it for the blog. So ladies out there, if your husband's mad at you for, shopping too much, just start a blog and say it's for the blog. There you go.
Anything, you're doing it for the greater good because you're saving all those ladies that are following you from buying too many products because you're telling them, hey guys, this is the product that you need.
Exactly. I direct their money in a more efficient way.
Yeah.
See? Life hack for you ladies out there. If your husband says you spend too much money, say it's for your blog and it's so that you can help other women spend their money wisely. There you go. You're welcome.
You're welcome, ladies. And men. Whoever wants to try on fucking makeup, you're fucking welcome.
Yes. Makeup and clothes. God, I love clothes.
Oh my God. Okay, so dude, I feel like my incidences of ways that I'm failing as adults are like, they're just like events that have happened. So, okay. I've pissed the bed sober.
Hold on. Story time.
Dude, so this was when Cole and I first moved in together and we like had this amazing king size bed and I've always made fun of my sister who like has pissed the bed before, but she was drunk or like, shit happens when you're drunk, And this time it was so late at night. I wasn't even pregnant at this time. I think I was just dreaming that I actually went to the bathroom and then I pissed and I just felt it getting all warm. And finally I woke up, I was like, oh, holy shit. I was so embarrassed to tell Cole. I was like, oh my God. I literally had just moved in with the guy. And I'm just like, oh, like, what do how do I tried to like blame it on the dog, but I was like, nah, that's hella fucked up. I need to try and blame it on Torpedo. I can't blame it on the dog. So then I just like waited until he woke up and was like, hey, I kind of had an accident. And he's like, what you fucking do? And I was like, I pissed the bed. And he's like, oh, God damn it. But like, luckily we had a king size bed. So he just scooted all the way to the edge of the fucking bed so he wouldn't go near it.
Wait, didn't you have to like change the sheets?
Oh yeah. I mean, we had to change the sheets and then we had to air out the mattress for the whole fucking day. But like, I'm just like, dude, I can't believe I fucking pissed the bed. And the one time I do it, like when I move in with Cole.
Oh my God. That's why you had a kid. You knew after that incident, you were jeopardizing the relationship. You're like, I gotta lock this in now.
You've never pissed the bed before? Like,
no.
Drunk or sober in your life?
No, not even drunk. I haven't pissed the bed even drunk. And it's also because, like, when I get drunk for some reason, like, I want to go sleep out in the living room, like, on the floor, like, case in point, 2 nights ago.
True.
I came home. I laid down on the ground. Okay. You know those, mermaid tail blankets?
Yes.
I have one, but it's a shark. So it looks like the shark's eating you. So I pulled that on. My drunk ass sat on the ground, pulled that on. I started watching The Office and just fell asleep. And I woke up like a half hour later and I was like, fuck it. So I pulled the blanket up more and then I just slept on the ground in my damn shark blanket. And I was happy about it. But yeah, no, even then I have not pissed in my sleep.
Okay, well then, ladies. Don't be afraid to admit if you guys have pissed the bed before, okay? It's okay. Shit fucking happens, whether you drunk or sober.
Keep a lookout on our Instagram stories, the ones that Jill doesn't watch. And I'm gonna post a poll to ask if anyone's pissed in the bed. It's not gonna show who has said yes, but like honestly show her some solidarity if you have.
Shit happens, okay?
Oh my God. That's freaking hilarious. Okay. So my next one, not as funny, but we'll go with it. If I go to wear an outfit I don't like, I will just toss it in the pile of dirty laundry instead of hanging it up. And also just the fact that I have a dirty pile of laundry in my bedroom too. The hamper's too far. I'd have to open my bedroom door, turn to the right, and then put it in there. That's too much work, okay? I'm just gonna jump into bed and chuck it into a corner. I'm good.
You're so fucking lazy.
I'm so lazy. Maybe it's not so much that I'm failing as an adult. I'm just fucking lazy, dude.
Oh my god, that's hilarious though.
That's so much fucking work though.
To hang your dress right back up for an outfit that you don't like?
Yes.
Oh.
Because usually hold on.
All you have to do is walk to your closet, get a hanger, throw it on the hanger, and put it
Hold
back.
on. I know other girls can relate to this. Hold on. A lot of the times it happens when I'm trying to get ready to go out somewhere and I'm throwing on outfits and I don't like them. So I just end up just chucking them in the corner because I'm trying to change fast because I'm already running late, because even though I know how long it takes me to do my makeup, I always think that I'm going to beat that time when I never do. So I'm always,
Yeah, same.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm always getting dressed in a hurry. And I'm chucking everything in a corner, and then when I get home, I'm just like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it. Then I start piling dirty stuff on top of it, and then it's just the dirty clothes pile.
Fair enough.
Even though, it started out with clean clothes that I just didn't feel like wearing. So, on top of that, I will rewash clothes that are clean just because they ended up in the dirty laundry pile.
Dude, but even so, okay, so I understand that, but throw it on your fucking bed. Don't throw it in the dirty hamper so that way you have, extra clothes clean clothes that you gotta fucking wash. Throw it on your bed so when you come home from whatever it is,
Oh, that's cute that you think that when I got home I would actually, put it away.
Throw it in a corner or make a designated spot or even a designated...
That's what I do, Jill. I throw it in the corner.
Make a designated hamper that says, still clean, worn it for 30 seconds.
You know what's hilarious about this, too? I actually have 3 hampers.
Oh my god. Do you just wait till your 3 hampers are full and then you do laundry?
Yes.
Well, Jesus, how many fucking Target runs are you doing to get all that underwear?
Dude, I go to Target twice a week. It's really bad.
It's you get 5 for $12
Yes.
underwears. Is that Jesus Christ. Well, at least we know if an apocalypse happens in this world, you have enough underwear to last you for a lifetime.
I do. I'm just preparing for the inevitable, you guys.
Yeah.
Just like that snack in my purse. Call out to episode 2.
Yeah, everybody needs to carry a snack in their purse, okay? You never know what's going to happen.
If there's an apocalypse and you don't have a granola bar, you're going to be sorry.
You are. Oh, so mine is, I've been raised in San Francisco my whole life, and I still have no sense of direction. There's this one time that, for some reason, whatever reason it was, we had to go to our alma mater, high school, Sacred Heart. And Cole was like, all right, come on, go as if you're going to Sacred Heart or go to Sacred Heart. And I was like, how do you get there? He's like, Jill,
oh my God,
how the fuck do you still not know how to go to your old high school? I'm like, I don't know. I still had to Google Maps that shit.
Are you serious right now?
It's horrible. Anybody that knows me will attest to you and they'll be like, oh, Jill probably doesn't even know how to fucking get home from here.
Okay, I'm concerned. Do you know how to get home from, your work? Because I feel like someday you're going to call me up and you're going to be like, Sarah, I'm lost. And I'm going to be like, girl, I live in Orange County. I don't know what you want me to do.
You'd probably have a better sense of direction from Orange County of how to take me home.
I probably would.
Yeah, my sense of direction is it's horrendous. And I think it has to do with the fact that when I was younger, I always slept in the car. So whenever we would get in the car, I would fall asleep. And by the time I woke up, we were at the destination of wherever we needed to be. So my dad never ingrained it in my head, hey, pay attention to where we're going so you can have, a good sense of direction.
That argument works if you didn't live in the city itself for 28 years.
I know. It is so bad. It's horrible. But
okay, so good to know. Next time I go up there to visit, if I want to go with you somewhere, I'm going to navigate. As the non-native, as the person visiting, I'm going to navigate.
Probably. And you'll be better at it. So when you come up here, you can be the tour guide.
Dear God, Jill.
Okay.
All right. So this one is kind of like a throwback to the one where you peed in your bed. So Trevor and I, we don't have an actual bed frame. We're just sleeping on mattresses college kids do on the box spring and a mattress right now. Okay.
But that's actually not bad. I know some people that do that.
That's like straight up college kids shit. But like, okay, to be fair, this is why. It's because we bought a Cal King a few years ago, so we had to get rid of our queen bed frame and shit. And the mattress was expensive as fuck. So it wasn't like we could buy the bed frame too, cause you know, like the price goes up the bigger the bed is. So
yeah,
we were like waiting, and then we got engaged. So then we had mentioned before, we were blessed that our parents paid for most of the wedding, but we did still have stuff to pay for. So we never got the bed frame. We actually did put it on our registry. No one got us a bed frame, but that's okay. I get it. I was happy with the cash. I'm not mad. And then now though, we're not getting it because we're hoping to move in 6 months or so. So it's like, why fucking buy a bed frame?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
But I honestly, like, I do feel like a college kid with the fact that we're straight up just sleeping on the box spring and the mattress.
Well, I mean, I think it makes sense to hold off on the bed frame.
Yeah.
So
plus, it's expensive to buy a bed frame for a Cal King. It's over $1,000. I'm like, what the fuck? You know how I could possibly afford it if I got some fucking sponsors? Where you at? California roots.
Girl, thank God Black Friday's coming up and Cyber Monday's coming up. Maybe you could find yourself a good ass deal.
Honestly, knowing me, I would probably end up spending too much on makeup and not being able to afford the Cal King.
You're like, you know what? Fuck the bed frame. I would rather have like the newest foundation and try out the water.
Hey, okay, priorities.
Trevor's all like rolling off the bed and like pissed off looking at Cal King bed, this beautiful mattress, but like no beautiful bed frame that it's on because all the money's going to all your fucking makeup.
I really like makeup, okay? But yeah, we're living. Hey,
you know, I would buy you guys a fucking bed frame.
No, you don't have to buy us jack shit. He's fine. He has a place to sleep.
Yeah.
He may be crushed because of me and the dog, but he has a place to sleep. That's like one of his biggest complaints. He's like, how is it that on a Cal King bed, I only have 6 inches to sleep in? I'm like, I don't know, as I spread out.
My turn?
Yes, your turn.
This is really sad, actually. I sleep with the lights on when Cole isn't home. I don't know why. Like, I just get so scared and I get psyched out and like I totally sleep with the lights on when he's not home.
Okay, I don't think that you're the only one. I mean, I'm fine when Trevor's not home. In fact, I like get so excited to have the night to myself. But I know like a lot of other women, yeah, they get scared when their significant other isn't home and like it's that protection factor. Like my mom, whenever my dad would be away, she would stack pots and pans on top of each other and put it right next to the door. So that in case someone tried to break into the door, the pots and pans would go all over the place and she would be alerted.
Well, see, I'm kind of this. Well, that's because your mom doesn't have a dog. But like,
right?
That's how I am too. Like, I make Tuxedo sleep on the bed with me, or I make him sleep in the same room as me, so that way he can like protect me if something were to happen. But like, I get scared without him. I don't know why. I try to sleep with the lights off when he's not home, but like, I totally get in my own head and I psych myself out.
I think it's a protector thing for a lot of women. It's just because, you know, you've been with that person for so long, you're so comfortable with their presence that when they're gone and it's dark and it, you know, it can get kind of creepy. It like, you just get very anxious without them.
Yeah, and then after living together and like constantly being in each other's spaces and like always being near each other, when they're gone for that night, it's just like, it feels different.
Yeah.
You know, it just like changes everything.
No, like I said, I don't really, well, no, that's a lie. I have started to get that way only because I've been listening to Martinis and Murder on my way home, which is like such a stupid idea when I'm coming home to like a empty house in the middle, like when it's dark. That's been a stupid idea. Other than that, before I had started listening to Martinis and Murder, I was totally fine to be like, nah, that's fine. You can stay wherever you're at. I'm good. Like, I'll enjoy the night to myself. But yeah, now I'm like, when are you coming home? And I'll like try to time myself so that I don't have to be home that long without it. Because I'm like, what if something happens?
See?
Yeah. Or like if I come home and Spartacus doesn't bark immediately, I'm like, oh my God, who's in the house?
Thank God that we have our dogs
Exactly.
because they're like our like security system.
Yeah. So my last way that I am failing as an adult is, for those of you who have been following us on Twitter, you've probably seen this happen quite a few times if you're paying attention to my tweets, but half the time I actually don't even feed myself a proper dinner because I just don't feel like cooking. I'm like, nope, not going to cook, not going to order. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to go through the process of cooking. B, I don't want to wait for my food. So instead, I will just feed myself like I did the other night, literally on Saturday night. I just took a tub of Parmesan cheese and I just grabbed pinches of Parmesan cheese and fed myself that as my dinner. I've also had like 5 handfuls of goldfish and eaten that and called it a night.
I've definitely done that. I'm definitely gonna be that mom to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna make dinner tonight. Let's just go to McDonald's. That's so bad, but like, just the convenience. And I'm definitely done that where like, even if there's no leftovers, like I'll have like sliced cheeses or sliced cold cuts or whatever is in the refrigerator that I could get like finger foods,
Like, exactly. Sometimes you don't want to fucking cook. Sometimes you don't want to jump on, Grubhub or Uber Eats or whatever and wait for that and put your order in. You just want to fucking get something super quick. Like I said, I love Parmesan cheese. I'm addicted to Parmesan cheese.
Me too.
It's bad. So like I bought like the value pack of shredded Parmesan cheese last week. And there's been many a times where for lunch or dinner, I'll just grab pinchfuls of it, feed myself until I feel fairly satisfied, and then go to bed.
I just love cheese.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so filling. But like, honestly though, I can't take care of myself. If my mom knew about this, she would just be so worried about me.
I know. I can't take care of myself either, let alone how I'm doing it with a little one.
I was going to say, you have a son. You should probably learn
how to cook.
Or at least how to take care of yourself, dude.
I mean, I'm okay at it. Am I like as good as my mom? No, definitely not.
I think that comes with time and wisdom and experience.
Yeah, it probably does. And I hope over time I'll be a lot like her because Jesus, I'm just like, oh my God, someone come over and help me. Begging for help. Okay, so my last thing is, I think it's been known that I suck at reading a ruler. So today, when I was baby-proofing the house, instead of using a ruler, I was just using my fingers to help measure.
Oh my God.
To help measure security pieces in the drawer. And you know what? It worked just fine.
No.
About a thumb apart from this, so I do it on the other side, and it worked just fine. Boom. That's how I failed as an adult.
Dude, I taught you how to read a ruler when we were 11. What the fuck happened? Like, literally, there was one night where I found out Jill didn't know how to read a ruler, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna teach you. And I'm showing her what the notches mean, like 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and she was all like, I didn't even know that inches could go down to 1/4 of an inch. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I freaking suck at it. I went to IKEA and I got like the measuring tape and it literally spells out for you what is this. Is it 1/8? It's 1/4, 1/2, 3/8, all that. But I didn't know where my ruler was today. So that's why I use my thumb and like my index fingers to help me like measure things.
Oh my God, dude.
But it worked out just fine. And the dresser is baby proofed. So Clyde can try and open the drawers as much as he wants or try and even climb the dresser and it'll be fine.
You do know at some point he's going to need to be in school learning how to read a ruler. What are you going to do then? Like, how are you going to help him with his?
I'm going to send him to Cole.
It's like, Mom, how do I read a ruler? I don't know. Just go ask your dad.
Or I'll buy him a ruler from IKEA where they spell it out for you.
Yeah. Joel, how do you still not know how to read a ruler?
No, I do know how to read a ruler, but I was just saying, like, I suck at it. And
Okay.
I couldn't find a ruler today, so that's how I failed, was I was just using my thumb and my index finger to help me measure. But, yeah.
You got the job done. I'm still concerned about the whole ruler thing, though. Well, I'm glad that you're better. It's not that you can't read it, you just suck at it. So, I mean...
Yeah, I just suck at it.
I guess that's an improvement? Maybe I don't fully know if it really is, but you know what? You guys tell us if that's good. Hop onto our Instagram after you listen to this. Tell us if it's an improvement that Jill can read a ruler, but she sucks at it. All right, then. Well, that was our full list of the ways that we are each failing as adults. This is volume 1 of, we'll probably come back and do this at some point next year, along with How I Know I'm Old, because shit keeps happening in our lives.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to us, and thanks for being loyal followers of our Instagram, our blogs, our podcast. We really appreciate your support. Like we said before, spread the word. Help us take over the world, because you guys need a little bit of Jill and Sarah in your life.
Hell yeah. I mean, doesn't our failures make you feel so much better about yourselves?
Yeah.
Honestly. We are failing so hard at times. But thank you guys also for, those of you who have been around since episode 1, thank you for sticking around for 10 episodes. Those of you who are new, thank you for giving us a shot. We hope you like us. We hope you go back and listen to a few others of ours. Definitely always welcome new followers. Make sure, like we said, to rate and review us. Send us some instant messages on Instagram. Let us know you're following us. Tell us what you like. Follow us on Twitter. Leave a review on iTunes. Does Spotify do reviews? I don't think they do. But, if they don't, just hit that heart button on Spotify. That's where I listen to podcasts. That's why I know that. And yeah, make sure that you're keeping up with us. Make sure to follow me at _bottled ambition for all of your fashion and beauty needs.
And make sure to follow me at Case of the Mom Days, spelled with a Z at the end, to get a look inside motherhood through my eyes.
Definitely. And she shows it real, guys. She really does. But thank you guys all so much again for listening. We hope you guys enjoyed this. We hope that you guys related to the ways that we're failing as adults, so that we know that we're not the only ones who are failing as adults. I'm concerned about Jill, though, because she's a mom, but we'll let it slide.
It's fine. It's all good.
It's okay. She's figuring it out. She's good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But thank you guys all again so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
All I ever wanted was to ball. From childhood, that's the only thing I recall. Walking up and down the classroom halls, rapping and picturing days when I would have it all.
Did you hear you're frozen?
I know that
again.
I'm frozen. Sorry, I'm gonna leave you again. Give me a second. Sorry. All of the intro, outro, and everything is fucking gone off of my soundboard. So the time that we have good connection, our fucking music's missing. I can't get onto goddamn FaceTime.
Guys, let us just have one smooth fucking show.
I fucking hate this!